Have you ever moved house? What is your experience of this situation? Now, lots of people told me from the beginning, oh, moving house is stressful, moving house is hard. Well, up until this point, I haven't been finding it too bad. But now I've reached that point where it's the last few weeks and any day now I could get a moving date. I'm starting to get quite jittery and on tenterhooks all the time. Every time the phone rings, I have a bit of a panic because I think it might be the solicitor saying something's come up with the sale and there's a problem. Did you ever get like that whenever it was you were moving house? Are you moving house now? Well, today I called the solicitor and I just wanted an update really. In our heads, we already moved out and into the other place. We just feel like we're overdue to go now. Everything's boxed or bagged, look, stuff everywhere. Anyway, solicitor couldn't take my call at that point because she was busy doing something else, but apparently she was going to call me today. Because she's got some inquiries for me. And that started me off feeling all worried again. Oh no, I just want it to end. Every time I think, any day I'm going to get a call, we're going to get a date, there's something else, there's another question I have to respond to, and then they have to send it back to the other person's solicitor, who has to mull it over for a while, like a week or something, and then they have to come up with a response, which is usually another question, and then that has to go back to the solicitor, that has to go back to me, and then I have to respond to it, and then it goes back and it gets mulled over, and so on and so forth. To be fair, they did warn me that this could happen. They did warn me at the very outset that there was likely to be a lot of ping-ponging. I think that's how they described it. Well, there certainly has been. So I'm now awaiting in trepidation for that call, and I've got everything crossed that it's not going to be one of these questions that I can't answer, or I've got a vague response to that goes back and is considered and then is kind of bounced back again, and then I still won't know. Well, we haven't packed absolutely everything, but we kind of packed, I don't know, a few weeks ago I made a vlog about it, a lot of things that I didn't think we'd need in the very short term, you know, in the next month or so. But the time has gone on so long that we are actually starting to need things. Like I needed a CD-ROM for something, I needed to find something for someone. Just occasionally I might need an educational resource, anything. And the chaos that causes trying to find things. I have labelled the bags, but obviously not specifically enough because of the disruption it's causing, looking for things. So I don't want to do any more packing now. I did a little bit more decluttering this week, but I'd lost heart with it really. I feel like this is never going to end. I feel like it could just drag on and on. Today I've decided we're just going to go out with some friends. Today we actually have to go to my boyfriend's house in order to be there in the morning because Izzy goes to college out of catchment, just in case this is the first time you've watched this channel and you don't know. My daughter and I, just a quick recap, have been home educating exclusively for about 7.5 years, but right now she's just doing a 3-day-a-week college course, which is temporary, and then she might or might not go on to do another 2-year one from September. It just depends on funding. I'm sitting here wondering what to do with myself because I'm feeling too preoccupied to really put my mind to anything. I know what I'm going to do, which is tidy up and wipe surfaces down, because when I do that it makes me feel better and more in control. So I'm going to go and tidy up until the phone rings. I'm just going to do myself a quick bit of breakfast. Leftover bit of veg from last night, a couple of fried eggs and some rice cakes with it, I think. It is now 10 to 12, would you believe, and the solicitor hasn't called me back yet. I intercepted and called her back, but I only got to speak to the secretary. I panicked a bit on the phone. I could feel my voice going higher and higher pitched on the phone to the secretary. I was saying things like, does it normally take this long? Could this be a cause for concern? Do you think there's any danger that it's all going to fall through? And she was saying, no, just sometimes these things do take longer, that's all, don't worry. She's in a meeting, I'll get her to call you back. So I think by the time she calls back, we'll be on the train. Speaking of which, we're just heading out of the door to get it. Made it onto the train. Look how empty it is. Look, wow. It's just us on here.
I couldn't sing, so I had to energetically mine.
Oh, I asked Izzy to stop singing for 2 seconds so I could just talk to the camera. Oh, goodness me. She can't stop.
This is what I was doing behind the camera.
She's the height of distraction.
I'm a very energetic person.
I know.
I can't help it.
I know. Izzy's disappointed. She's just looked in her lunchbox and discovered there are no olives in it. Sorry, Iz. It's tuna pasta. I don't think olives would go with tuna. Do you think olives would go with tuna pasta?
Olives go well with everything. Olives and cheese, yummy. Olives and pastries, perfecto. Olives and chocolate, ooh, give me some of that. You're welcome for quality content.
So here we are, yeah, quality content. There's some quality tuna pasta there.
And you know,
with a lot of peas.
Mum clearly doesn't care about the turtles because she gives me a plastic fork.
Actually, we've been reusing that fork for the last few weeks, as it happens. So the turtles will be saved. And when I do finish with it, I promise I'll recycle it. Speaking of reusable, I've used this reusable cup to make a nice cup of coffee. What brand is it? Stojo. My mum got me this for Christmas. If you like, I can leave an Amazon affiliate link in the description for you. And Izzy's drinking the rest of the sparkling water that was in the bottle. I, meanwhile, can't concentrate on anything until the solicitor's rung. Well, that's the first leg of our little journey done. We've got a little wait now, and then we're getting on another train. So lately, they've made loads of renovations to the train network here in South Wales. This bridge here being one of the innovations. And they've completely rebuilt a load of the bridges over the rails. Let's see, just about see through, can't you? So they're very safe, nobody can fall off the edges or otherwise. But the thing is, they didn't put a roof on it, look. So it's all open to the rain. It's very annoying. There's a little bit of a roof there by the lift. So there's a lift on either side now. See, so you can get a lift up to there, come along with your buggy or your wheelchair, whatever, and then get back in the lift and go down. I'm strolling very slowly here because we've got a little bit of a wait for our train. It really is nice sometimes when you're getting bogged down with something, for instance a house move, just to have a day out of it. Just a day out with friends, complete change of scenery, it's lovely. Got those cheeky birds up too, looking at me, look. Peidiwch â gadael eich eiddo heb neb I ofalu amdano os gwelwch yn dda. Gallai unrhyw sydd wedi adael fel ei symud, ei difa neu ddifrodi gan y gwasanaethau diogelwch. Please do not leave your luggage unattended on the station. Even the railway's in bloom at this time of year, look. Some lovely pink flowers growing up there across the line. Solicitor still hasn't rung, by the way. I'm wondering whether to ring them back, but it's going into lunchtime now. It's full on raining again. Good job we've got an umbrella. Well, it's many hours later. We've had a really nice time with our friends this afternoon. We're now waiting for the train to IB's house, but unfortunately it is 35 minutes late. So we're just kind of waiting. Make that 25 minutes late. It's made up for 10 minutes already. I still think we're going to miss our original connection though, but we'll just have to get the next one. Yeah. Now it's times like this that I quite often do something super educational and learn Portuguese and things like that, but today I just feel like playing Candy Crush. You know, with all this house move trepidation. Oh, the solicitor rang. Yes, the solicitor rang while we were out today and just basically re-asked a lot of questions that they already asked before, and I had to re-answer them, and they said it was just that the other solicitors had sent all these questions before. I'd already answered them. And now they want reconfirmation again for some reason. Oh, I don't know. Ugh. We're just coming into Central now. We seem to have made up quite a bit of lost time. So I'm thinking if we leg it now, we might just get our original connection, which would be great. Well, I put the camera off because we were doing a mad dash, but we got it. And with a couple of minutes to spare, I can't believe it. That train we were on, well made up for lost time. I am back at IB's now. Do you know, it's really late at night. We're almost going to bed actually. But before we do, I thought I'd just show you what Ivy's former bedroom is now looking. It's now the spare room. Look, he's done the floor in here as well. I've just been working at that desk, sorting out the vlog for tomorrow. Look at this old fireplace. Old. It's lovely, isn't it? Very ornate. That would, of course, have been the source of heat of this room at one time. Yeah, he's presumably not done the edges yet. He'll probably want you to know that. Izzy's in bed and soon we will be too. Thank you so much for watching today. Don't forget to give the video a like if you liked it, because it helps the channel to grow. Comment down any thoughts below and hit the subscribe button to follow more of our adventures. And I'll see you in the next one. Good night.